continue on with our tutorial, we're going to flip around the screen and things like that. If you haven't met me before, my name is Amber. I do Benable, and I do these tutorials every Monday at 11 a.m. And so we're doing the thing. I'm gonna get out of this mode and actually show you, because this is TikTok Studio. You guys don't want to see this. What you want to see is what we're working on, which is this. So, hey guys, thanks for coming in. I have this here, so I'm gonna turn this and situate this so I can figure this out. I'm gonna have this screen up here too. We're doing all the laundry items at the moment. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna move this a little bit further and then try to situate YouTube so it can also see what we're doing, because we have 50 followers now on YouTube, so we can go live on there. But we're not using OBS today. There we go. That's a little bit better. There. So I know that there's not going to be a lot of people that come through on YouTube, but thank you so much if you are coming through. I am Amber. So I do Benable. I do these tutorials every Monday at 11 a.m. and I do a workshop on Wednesdays. So on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. One of the things I want to focus on today is this. So Benable has a IG account. So that's what you're seeing here. I'm going to blow it up on the screen. Every once in a while, Benable will have a contest. And you have to watch out for these things, not on TikTok. Unfortunately, on TikTok, it's very lifestyle content, and they do bring the contest over to TikTok, but the first place you're going to find these things is going to be on their IG account. So looking for, hey Alicia, looking for anything that is going to be contest related is going to be, hey, there's, a pop-up event happening. It's going to be here. So as you can see here, morning. As you can see here, this is the shot that they give you. It's a small business Saturday list contest. I gotta brainstorm a little bit while we're live. I'm walking through this fresh. I've known about this since November 14th, but I'm walking through it fresh. Essentially, I glazed over it and I was like, I'm gonna do this on Monday. We also have, I have a delivery coming in 10 minutes, so I will be interrupting that to run away and come back. But as you can see here, it says we're celebrating Small Business Saturday with a new Benable list contest, all about spotlighting your favorite local businesses plus pros. So what you'll find in their contests is they always like to make contests that are surrounding potential lists that aren't going to have affiliate links in them. The point of this is that they're a word of mouth platform. Thank you for the heart, me. They're a word of mouth platform and not an affiliate platform. We use it as an affiliate platform because we can make money off of the brands that are associated with Benable. But they believe, thank you for the populars, they believe that you should have a list, one every 3 lists or so, that doesn't have an affiliate commission associated to it. So your profile is going to rank higher the more lists that you have that don't have any link associated to it. They're still links. They're just links that aren't going to provide commission to you, right? And so one of the ways that I get around this in making some of my lists higher sometimes is by putting like different products or listings in the lists that I create already with those other affiliate links to boost those lists up. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. We have 4 viewers on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. So the rest of this says, some ideas from like wedding vendors, pet groomers, small business recs. But then, of course, the highlight moment for everybody is like, hey, you could win $100 cash, and that's $100 USD. So for us Canadians in the house, right, it is always more. It is always more. The conversion is always more. You can be featured on their socials, a boost on your Benable. You can enter as many lists as you'd like. The more the merrier. Sign up form is live on their bio. Can't wait to see your lists. So for this, I have it in my tree. So if you're looking for it, check out the tree. Hey, Frank, this is important. If you are sitting and optimizing your list, doing holiday lists right now, getting all of that out, drop everything, do this. Because the potential of having $100 now, right before Christmas, is going to be why you want to push this. There's some other slides in here, like cool. It's just essentially saying all of this. The challenge is all about celebrating the small businesses that we love. You could take a take on this, and I think I'm gonna take a potential take on this by going into some local groups and finding some businesses that are doing Christmassy stuff, like Christmas products, because then you can align yourself with local places that are offering holiday items, which are going to be beneficial to your profile overall during the holiday season. However, it says that you can enter as many lists as you'd like. So that means, like when they're saying many spas, pet groomers, it means that you can niche a list. I'm not going to do that. I'll probably do a general list. But if you have, for instance, wedding vendors, upcoming wedding season, and you want to lump those together of having a whole bunch of wedding venue places and flower people and like all the things, and then you stop that list and you go to another list and you go, okay, these are my favorite pet shops and all of the things to do with my dog. These are all local to me. The key is local. The other thing is that it is absolutely not okay to put a restaurant in here. And I'll get to that. But as you can see here, 5 winners will be chosen on November 29th. So winners will get a $100 cashback bonus deposited straight into their Benable account. So that means that as soon as you get that, you can deposit that in one of the 3 ways on Benable, which is PayPal, Pioneer, or Venmo. I think Venmo. I can double check for you. So if we go here into your cash, I have PayPal. So if you go here into your settings, why did that not work? Settings. And then into your cashback settings, you can set up your payment method. I suggest doing this before your $80 cash out. I can add a payment method. Yeah, it's Venmo. So PayPal, Venmo, or Pioneer. Who is calling me? Sorry, guys. I might have... Yeah, there. My delivery came. Give me 2 seconds. You're like random person on the screen. Thank you for watching on YouTube, by the way. It's new for me. So thank you. So on this side of things, we got here. Sorry, I'm out of breath. This is me. I'm being out of breath. So cashback settings, right? So that's how you get it set up. Put it in there so that when this lands, if you get a chance to win this, it's $100. It'll automatically, after $80, will be depositable. So this is like instant commission if you win. This is why it's so important. Now, signups are live. Challenge runs from November 14th to the 29th. They always Do you have Amazon Prime by any chance? I do. I don't think we ever get rid of it because the tablets are connected to it. So challenge runs from November 14th to the 29th, which means that any list that is before November 14th is ineligible. So what that means is that if you've made a small business list, you have to start fresh. So you have to make a fresh list. Get your list ready and tag us when you post. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are emailing them. But I'll show you where this information is. So if you go in here and then you click the Benable List Contest, I've put it in my tree. Hey, Mush Mush is a cute cat. Then there's the sign up form. So it says here, key dates. We're not accepting lists with restaurants for this challenge. So please leave those out. So that's where I got that information, was directly from the sign up form. Thank you for the share. I actually didn't share it to the groups and I can't, but thank you for the share, Alicia. So all you do is send in this information. I'm going to see which email account I have open here. I'm like, which one is it? It is none of these emails. So I'm going to go through here. I don't know how to do this. This one. There we go. Thank you for sending it into the group, Alicia. So this should show up in this email. I have too many emails, guys. By the way, on YouTube, I don't see a chat box. So if you guys are trying to chat with me, sorry. I literally do not see a chat box. So I'm trying to explain things as best as I can. Last week we did OBS. This week we're doing mobile with YouTube, but it seems to be working better. We've had actually 6 people come through the YouTube channel, which is really cool. Thank you for sending it in the group. Okay, so we are in Lovely and Bubbly. This is the main account for, so I'm going to look up form, because it's probably going to be in form and not Benable. Jot form, see? So when you sign up to something like this, because of the form that they use, they immediately send out a jot form to you. So it will usually tell you how to submit it, how the context works, create a new high quality list about your favorite small business recommendation. Feel free to be creative. They give you examples. Make sure your list earns the optimized badge. So it has to have an optimized badge, which is 15 to 21 items in that list. Deemed high quality by Benable algorithm. You'll know the algorithm loves your list when you have the optimized badge. Step 3, send the link to the list that you submit to this link. So they actually want you to submit via the jot form, which is new because they usually send it to an email. So once you create this list that you have, and they're even giving you multiple spots. So right here, they had said that you could submit as many as you want. Right here, they have open spots for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lists. If you want to be that, like, you know, you could definitely get 5 lists out. Focus on a couple of lists at most, but you want to find, like, another example would be local bakers, right? I don't even know if that's a good example because it might fall under restaurant. But I'm thinking like the people that make Christmas goodies, you know what I mean? Or gingerbread houses, or look for somebody that does handmade ornaments. You can do so many things. Look for custom people in your city. So that's like home stuff. You still have your local like shops and like your dollar store, the things like that, your local area of everything that's near you, right? So you can be really niche about it. You can be hyper specific to like a certain thing that you want to highlight, or you can just be like, hey, this is where I live. This is the kind of stuff that I like. I love these places. I think going away from cafes, no. I wonder if sweets because it's a sweet shop. It's not a restaurant. They just said no restaurants, but it's a gray area. It's a gray area. So you're gonna come in here. So at the end of the day, what I want to make sure when I'm telling you guys this is that because there's this new place to go submit things, don't lose this email. Don't lose the email. Go back to the email that you originally signed up for. They're going to send you this email, and then you're going to submit the list that you make via this link. Now, all of that being said, that took us 15 minutes to go through this, and I'm sorry. We're going to get into list building, what that looks like over on Benable. So we're going to go back to Benable. So what you want to do, I could even, honestly, we could go like this and just see what the competition is. I have some small business lists already. We're not allowed to use those. What I'm looking for when I click small business is kind of like what is being there, right? Trying to think. Yeah, all of them are just like small business love, Canadian small business, support small business, local business love. So the differentiating factor is going to be what makes it local to you, right? So like this one says small business of Kentucky, right? Be hyper local to yourself. And then I want to say that for the contest, it would make sense to do a cover photo, which you can do in Canva, right? To get yourself a little bit ahead. That would be what I would like really push, is getting a cover photo and being hyper local or hyper niche. So like small businesses that are holiday small business, and I'm going to make it a cross for myself. It's going to be for me, and only people that understand are going to understand. Sorry, hubby. I'm going to put it, I'll go through this. We'll go through this together. Okay, so you're going to go to your profile. I'm going to go to my notifications to clear them because that bugs me. You're going to click on your profile, and you're going to go from there. Everybody's like, Amber, just shut up and show us, right? So we have all these lists here that are, hey, Erica, are holiday themed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new list. So I'm going to press the plus button. By the way, I heard yesterday, I heard yesterday on TikTok from somebody, they're like, I make this list and it's a beauty list and it has everything, and you're missing the opportunity. You're missing the opportunity of multiple lists. If you have multiple lists, you have better chances of people clicking it, because especially for beauty, if you have a skincare list, I might not be interested in skincare. But if you also have a makeup list, I might click that makeup list. But if you have a beauty list, I'm probably going to ignore half of your beauty. Like it's going to be like a quick scroll, right? So why I'm mentioning this is because I have categories here, right? So that's what this new collection is. Your collections is your category. So you can have a beauty list here. I have it girly things, right? Where I put necklaces and like clothes and like makeup, things that I'm interested in. Just categorize it. Put it in a category at the top of your page. That all being said, this will probably be into hobbies, but we're going to click the plus button, create a new list. And I still have no idea if YouTube can comment. I appreciate everybody on YouTube watching. On Benable, what you're going to do is click that plus button, create a list, and you're going to name that list. So you want to be creative. As I just showed in the search menu, there's a lot of small business lists. So the other thing that I'm going to look for here, it does say small biz. So we're going to go like this. 613 holiday holiday, small biz. Holiday, small business, small biz. 613, holiday, small biz. Okay. Why 613? Only Ottawa will know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm making it hyperlocal. Will it win? Will it? I don't know, right? You can put Ottawa, you can put Ontario, you could put small business as the front. I'm trying to be different. Different is okay. Doing things differently makes you stand out, and it makes people take a double take, right? So when you do something like this, it's kind of like, why is there a 613? Why did she do that? You're getting more attention by doing that because it makes somebody stop and go, what does that mean? That's actually sometimes a good thing. I adjudicated for the Startup Canada Awards. It was in the background. But seeing how people go through different contests and lists, you get preliminary scanned out for a lot of things when you're doing lists from like, hey, are these all the same items? Are these all the same stores? Did you think about the context of the list? And I'm not saying I've ever adjudicated a Benable thing, but what I'm saying is that generally when you submit a contest and there are a panel of judges, they're looking for what did you like include, right? What is the XYZ, right? The XYZ here is having a good title, a creative title, having you can have a one image cover that can be very helpful because it shows that you went the extra mile to create one, and going through and doing all the additional things. So in your list settings, there's advanced settings, right? So having a cover photo, going through and making a welcome note that is specific to this list, enabling the map because this is a local list so people can maybe find the addresses of these places and go and take a look, right? All those things means that you paid attention and tried, including even this emoji thing. On all my contest lists, I always include the emoji thing because not everybody knows about the emoji thing. So it shows that I went the extra mile to find all these little things in the contest. I've won 2 Benable contests, by the way, not one runner up. Point is, we have still won monetary value in our contests, which is great. It means that I'm on the right track and this advice is pretty solid. Elevating your list would be like sections, making sure that you have creativity in your list of what you want in it. So like, don't make it all the same. I don't know. Look at your competition. That's why there's a search. But this is the angle we're going for. Local, holiday, small business, and we're gonna make it work. So this, I'm gonna see if there's a house emoji to be a storefront, right? Community, there, storefront thing, cool. So then a welcome note. The welcome note also has a header image, so I might come back to this. But essentially what I want to say is, hey there, thank you for checking out my local guide to amazing small businesses that create that make the holidays better. Amazing small businesses in the Ottawa area Ottawa 613 area that make the holidays better for everyone. Hope you find something new you haven't seen before, purchased a new, hope you find a new small business to fall in love with. Okay, cool. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I know everybody hates the happy holidays thing. I was a cashier for a long time, and the amount of people that yell, I'm indifferent. I like Merry Christmas. But the way that cashiers have to handle that situation is corporate tells you to say happy holidays, and then if somebody says something back to you differently, then you respond differently to them, right? It's just a corporate thing, and so like I've gotten used to it. My husband's like, but you're a Merry Christmas person, and I'm like, yeah, but it's just broad. It's everything. I am actually not a Merry Christmas person. I am a Merry Xmas person. And that gets my family all like, what the heck? Why can't you say Christmas? Like, it's just a me thing. All right, moving on. You need a description. So the description has to be written and it should be detailed. So it can't be like one sentence long. During the holidays, Ottawa small businesses come out with some of the best items as gifts and things, gifts and some of the best items and gifts that bring joy to everyone. Some of these businesses are created just for these moments, and some are launched and start a success journey. Let's shed some light on some businesses that I think should get a little more seen this season. Okay, so it's long. Okay, so I'm just gonna check TikTok Studio for a second. Seems to be running okay. I just got a warning, that's all. All right, so description. Do you see how long and beefy that is? But it's also like short. Don't like go blah blah. Nobody's reading it. I can guarantee you almost nobody except for the judges are reading this. So make it make sense to the judges, but like nobody else is reading. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do, and it's probably break a whole bunch of privacy rules. I don't know. I'm trying to think of businesses that I know about in the local area that aren't restaurants. my go-to would be to go to Facebook. Now, it's a restaurant. I'm not allowed to put restaurant. I would consider that a restaurant because it has a foothold.
Yeah, they have a sit down area?
Yeah. So yeah, be careful with bakeries because they can be considered cafes, which would then be restaurants, right? But what I would say is that people that make like cookie boxes or gingerbread houses or bath bombs or like homemade crafts that are coming out of their house that you know are good, those are the people you want to kind of target for the small business thing. You could go to Etsy. You could include Etsy, but you would have to be very localized, right? I would need to find a filter on Etsy to then localize it to Ottawa, which I think there might be a feature for that. And then you could make commission on this list as well. We'll get there. But I want to say first, this is a public, Facebook is public, okay? And I want to say this very specifically. If you don't want to be seen or you want to be private, do not post on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, anything like that, okay? Because the instant that you are on a public forum, I can do what I'm about to do, which is go access that for many people to view at once, right? So I'll say that. Say that first. Some of these groups, especially mom and pop groups, get very like rulesy, okay? And so I'm going to look up 2 groups, and if they're public, then they're free game. But it means that the context and people that are within those groups are also very front-facing. I don't do what I do on TikTok to be like, oh, I didn't want you to see that. I don't say something that I don't think. I say plenty of crap. That's not what I'm saying. But if I didn't want it out on the internet, I need to be careful, right? And so when I look at these mom and pop groups, if you're replying in these groups, if you are participating in these groups, they are public. Okay? Now, that being said, I'm going to go and check if the group that I'm thinking is, if everything just lets me, like, you know? Alright. So, we're going to go search the one that I believe is public. And if I'm wrong, it's private. So, this is a huge group for being private. Let me see if this one is public. It's private. So, at the moment, I have nothing that I can post from Facebook via this video, right? What I'm going to try and do is go Ottawa small business, and I'm going to have to work on this list offline. The reason why I say that is because those are the 2 places that I would go, but it means that the content is protected, right? So if I go like this and then go into groups, I'm looking for public groups, right? So those public groups I can access without being even a member in them. So for instance, if I'm going to go 20 posts a day, this is a public group. So everybody's information is in here, is public. Everything that's going on, right? So I could take this person. Now, with this list, I kind of want it to be people that I know or know of that have a good resonance. So even though I'm seeing this content, I don't know that they're good, right? So do I want to highlight somebody unless I'm going like, oh, that is amazing. Like, I really love those images. They did an amazing, amazing job. I don't really want to highlight somebody that is going to be an issue, right? So there's a lot of factors into this, but from the standpoint of me filming this, right, I have to also make sure that when I'm doing this stuff that I'm not just going into private groups and being like, this person's name is all over the internet. No go. But public groups are free reign. So this one is interesting to me because this is actually really local to me. So in this case, what we do is a little bit of hunting, right? There's no business here. I can see that they have an image here, but there's no where I'm looking for. Like, it's just a message. So they're running on either marketplace or they have a business and they're not mentioning it. So this is where it's really important that if you have a Facebook profile to have your business in there. So she's losing opportunities on if there is a connection, right? She has this here. Let me see. So what I'm looking for is usually right in here, the intro or the about. And what you're looking for is their page associated. And this is why when you run a business or are in making handmade products, be it that people are back and forth about having a business page. Well, I have my own profile page. Your profile page is you, right? So having a business page is important because you're missing out on potential sales, because I don't necessarily want to message you directly on here if I don't know you. And I'm going to explore. Hey, Jennifer, I'm going to explore and look into you before I actually purchase from you. And that's the purpose of a business page. A lot of people don't understand that, is that it gives you a footprint for your business. Groups are great for community, but your business page is something that aligns people with, like, oh, she's selling this, right? Unless I know her or unless people are really excited and she's giving a way for people to connect with her via email, invoicing, something like that, it immediately makes it so that I don't purchase from that person. So this is just examples of, like, she's not doing anything wrong. I hope that she has amazing sales. Don't get me wrong there. But when I was doing Lovely and Bubbly, for instance, which it's still, the page still exists.
Isn't it just like ghosted?
No, it's still up. I took it out of ghost mode probably like 6 months ago. So I'll use myself as an example. When we started out on Lovely and Bubbly, we had this business page that we started immediately. It was attached to my profile. I didn't have a website. And so a lot of people were like, well, you need to have a website. No, because at the time you could order directly through Facebook. There was a shop at the top you could order directly through. And I had the ability to invoice. So I have used Wave Apps for years. It's a free invoicing software. And I use that to invoice people. But if I just put these products here on my page with message me, people wouldn't be as susceptible to message me. And we had a wedding client, we had a cleaner client where we had a really, really huge order. Anyway, this is my heart-led business that everybody loves, and I wish one day I'll get back to it, but it is definitely one of those things that I miss, but I also love to hate to miss type of thing. But one day maybe when the kids are a little bit older, we did a whole bunch of stuff here. Like this was our Christmas. It was so cute. And that's actually a good example there. If it loads, there's a shop now buttons, but this was actually directly to the website that we did end up getting. We did end up getting a website and it cost a fortune. We were paying $46 a month just to run the website. Well, that's the hope, is like when they're teenagers, maybe we'll kick back in, but these tags were directly with Shopify. Not that Shopify is bad. It's just, it's expensive. So the overhead cost of having the product and then also maintaining these administration fees for there being months where there was only one sale, it didn't make sense to keep going, right? It was just like, it was hard in those times. And then you make a lot thinking that you're going to sell most of them, and then you don't sell all of them. So then you have to think about, like, do we pre-order everything, but how do we like pre-order stuff that people can't see, right? So you have to then make it, and then when you're making it, you might as well make enough for a certain amount, right? So that's what we were going back and forth with, and I don't know, it was really, really cute. The point of this, we segued again. The point of this was to show like how important it is to have a page that's associated to your business that is separate from your profile. I know there is Facebook like professional profile that is really geared to influencers and like gearing yourself up. But if you have a business, it should be connected to your profile so that people can see that where you're communicating, whatever you are selling, that it comes back to an initial source, so that it's really clean cut. People can ask their questions there without feeling like they're impeding on your personal life, because there is like that divide of being weird. I'm being weird, I know. I'm running on and talking about all these things. Okay, so to get back to what we were saying, I cut all my hair off, Alicia. That was a whole thing. So, public businesses. I'm trying to think as well about who I know, because I feel like we're stumped in the factor, like I want to say collab space, but they're not really like, what I can do actually is go into my existing lists and pull something. He is local too, actually. That's a good point. Okay, so I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to look at a couple of the people that I have already put in here. Let's see if I can pull something that's not a restaurant that's holiday related. Person I'm thinking about is this person. He is actually on TikTok. We're friends. He comes from the agency that I used to be a part of, but he has this account. He creates custom designs. He is local to Ottawa, so I might be able to pull a holiday shirt that he has created, because he's always creating. I wonder if he has anything holiday. Watch him not have anything holiday, and I'm gonna be like, what's going on, Frank? He's gotta have something. Yeah, he's got socks. Come on. No. View all products. Let's see. I could just serve up the list, but we want holiday items. So, beach lobster. Llama. Okay. Let's see, holiday items. We just have holiday socks. Frank, holiday socks. That's all we got. Oh, these are cute holiday socks, though. Look at that. They're gingerbread socks. And they have little bottoms. They have little bottoms. You're going to show me the little bottoms or not? There we go. Little bottoms. Sorry. I'm being random. All right. So we're going to grab this. And we're going to go back over. I'm going to put the holiday socks in there. Profile. And we're going to start this. Now, I can't guarantee that we're going to finish this list, but it's a start. The idea was a start. I hope that everybody has learned something from this tutorial, that hasn't all been a wash. Essentially, you're going to put in the URL, and then it's going to pull that specific product up. You can put their website in there as well, like either or. I'm choosing to directly target one of his products because of the holiday theme. And then you can do that as well. You could like take a business and be like, this person has like 5 of these things that are holiday. These are each of those items, which would be cool as well. Otherwise, if they're like a holiday business, you can be like, hey, they do ornaments here, kind of thing. There's also an opportunity for me in here to be like, this place actually helps over the holidays to help with different people. And I might do that in here as well. So the caring and sharing, like I could use this. It's local businesses. The caring and sharing exchange, it helps low income people get a holiday meal. So that's something as well. I could put FAMSAC in there to help people. We'll get to that. We should put them in because they're super helpful. Okay. Frank is in Ottawa. He makes custom designs. These gingerbread socks are adorable. Adorable. Go check out what else he has made. So with that note, you don't want to be like, these are cute gingerbread socks, right? Or Christmas gingerbread socks. You give context of why you're recommending something to somebody. That way they can be like, okay. And I'm a hypocrite because I do, there's a lot of things that I'm like, this is so adorable. This is so cute. I really like this because it's cute. I'm a hypocrite, but like add context to it, because the longer that it is a little bit, the more chances it's going to get optimized. You want 15 to 21 items in here. You want to make sure that it gets optimized. We are going, small business though. Those are organizations. FAMSAC is small. So now we have to like theorize what's considered a small business. A small business is anything under 500 employees. So in that context, are we going to get in trouble for saying this, right? I don't know, because they help lots of people, right? So what I can do is try to show this. This is until November 30th. So the problem with a lot of the things that are in a lot of the Christmas programs in Canada are very localized, and a lot of the Christmas programs start early November and end in November. So if people are panicking in December, they don't have any options. And I've had this happen to me last year where we got to, I think, like December 6th, and we were like, what do we missed all of them. So like knowing that we prepare and we prepare for fallout, but not every family is going to realize that these things are available to them and the cutoff dates. So that's why I want to include stuff like this into the list, because I think that it's important to get the information out there to other people that I know the information, so go and check out the information. But that's the hard bit, right? Of making sure that people are aware that deadlines are coming up. People automatically like, oh, you're thinking about this in November? It's not even close to Christmas yet. Everything is thought about in advance.
Yeah, and then you wake up and it's December 20th.
Yeah, it's everything goes so quick in the holidays.
Those are the people that are out shopping like maniacs on Christmas Eve.
Yep. The Christmas program for the Nepean area qualifications? No. What is it called? The Christmas program for the Nepean area registration ends November 30th. If you need aid, give them food aid, give them a list of what?
For Christmas this week. So that when it's time, you just get it.
I have stuff on there, but yes.
I'm talking about put it in the cart.
I don't know. We gotta sort that out. Okay.
Get that email this week and then it's go on Thursday.
And then the other one I was thinking about was caring and sharing. So this one is a little bit complicated. You have to go through NROC or like OW or somewhere like that. So NROC, this is citywide, but you have to go through the NROC portal. NROC is not the provider that is providing the Christmas program. And make that make sense. It's actually caring and sharing exchanged. So there's that.
What do they get out of it? Some kind of money?
Probably some kind of subsidy. But they work in tandem with OW and caring and sharing.
Was a week after Christmas?
Yes.
Maybe it was for this Christmas.
It's in.
Were we supposed to save it all year long?
No, but this one is incredibly complicated for me because I have a personal connection with caring and sharing exchange.
What's bad about all that is that a lot of these people that are low income don't have access to do this kind of stuff all the time.
No, and they don't have access to being online or a phone sometimes or even an address sometimes. But anyway.
You know what I mean? I don't really understand it.
I think that it should be more accessible, and I think that there should be more locations throughout the city since it's such a massive city. There also should be Canada-wide programs. I was sitting on somebody's live last year who was from the US, and they had a list of over 150 national Christmas programs in the US. National. You look up Canada, you can't, you have to try and find local ones, and there's nothing like.
It's your fault. Get your phone together.
I love you. So it's increasingly stressful for those that are trying to figure out this information. So I'm popping it in here. It's important. And let's just leave it at that. The last year, actually, there was on TikTok, the Christmas crew. They've had some difficulty year after year after year. I don't know if they're going to pop up again. But if they do, I'll probably reshare that one. The Christmas crew over on TikTok was led by the trucker movement. And so there's a lot of like back and forth about grifting and blah, 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 blah. The point of that, though, was that they actually helped people. They actually helped people during Christmas. I was one of the people that was helped not last year, but the year before. I am a terrible case. We're doing better year over year. It's still frustrating year over year, and we have to prepare for these things. We have to make sure that we have access to these things because deadlines end November 24th. Right? So once you feel the pinch in December of like, oh shit, we have 4 weeks to figure this shit out for our family, everything is gone. Everything is gone. So you have to prepare early. You have to get in there. So the caring and this one, the caring and sharing exchange, caring and sharing program is offered throughout Ottawa for the Christmas exchange hamper or gift card. You have to prove LICO, but you register through the city or through the NROC website by November 24th. Okay. So I know that I've been saying a whole lot, right? I know it's negative. I'm not trying to be negative in all of this. I want to include things that are going to be a positive for somebody else to see. There's a couple outliers, which is, it is Ottawa. I did make this Ottawa, right? I did. So I'm going to include the other one that I know about, which is Fire of God. So Fire of God is downtown Ottawa. Downtown Ottawa is annoying as heck. But this one has a $40 fee, I believe. This is a church that I'm aware of. So programs, it's not programs, it's community, isn't it? Yeah, it's not that, it's community. Community outreach, first time. Show that. I'm trying to show, yeah, that one has the $30. Okay, so this one is a food cupboard. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. Downtown is a nightmare to get around. During that holiday time as well, there's university exams. So it's dependent on university exams, not for me, but for the other person, which is totally fine. But it makes sense. What is that? Your photos suck. I'm going to pull a photo off of Facebook. That's the other thing. Can I pull a photo off of Facebook? I want to say it's this one. So we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Save image. Is it going to save it? But essentially, oh, this might be a bad idea. Save, run away and save. There we go. Essentially, this corporation or this church, which is really, really helpful. Where is the link? There we go. This church offers a Christmas walkthrough through their food give. And essentially, you pay $30 and you get like $150 worth of food. Like, it's crazy. But you have to get down there. You have to find parking. You have to go downtown, which is annoying as heck, and go through all of that to get there. Now, during the holidays, they have a Christmas toy section, usually, that has been in place before, where kids can get one item when they do the food section as well. So this it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. I literally, so an example for you, a year and a half ago, it was $20 to go down. I found somebody from Buy Nothing to take me down. We were in crisis. We needed it. Took the $20, went downtown. She was super helpful, got us and stayed with me the entire time. This is the other problem, right? Is like you have to check in, you have to wait with your number, and then you get called down. But once you get called down, you bring your bags, and I left with 6 bags of groceries and a whole skid of grapes. I'm not joking about that. I had like 8 Costco grape tubs. They were green grapes. So much so that I gave half of them to the volunteer that had come with me. I was like, do you need grapes? Grapes freeze well. They're great for like you have a kid at home too. Like a whole skid of grapes. That's not the same every time. But I had a friend who went down for herself around Christmas time last year. She was unable to help me go down. Anyways, complicated. But she had went down a couple weeks prior. It was around my husband's birthday, December 14th. And she dropped by the house and she's like, I got a cake. There was a cake there. So she handed me the cake for my husband's birthday, and it wasn't the greatest, but it's cake, right? There was so many things. So I really think that it's really amazing because you get to pick out your stuff, and a lot of the food banks are in the local area, kind of just, and usually it's 1 box, maybe 2 at most, and usually it's all canned items. I don't have a good viewpoint on the food bank as a whole across Canada, maybe Ontario, but at least in Ottawa, the food bank system is not. There's a lot to say there. There's a lot to say because they get paid a living wage, okay? And not that I disagree with that, but then the people who are suffering are not getting the products that you always give. And there's a lot of stuff that if it's a lot gets sorted out. A lot gets sorted out. I've been to the facility. I've been a volunteer there. A lot gets sorted out. A lot gets removed. Energy drinks, medication, alcohol, and that includes like salad dressings with alcohol. It all goes in the garbage. It's really sad. Tylenol, anything, any medication, it goes out. So it's sad to see when that happens, and then it's sad to be on the receiving end of it and getting just a box. And there are outliers like FAMSAC, like the one in Gloucester, in Ottawa, where the community has come together to offer more. So the one in Gloucester is supported by Metro. The one in FAMSAC is volunteer run. They just recently took on the funding from the food bank, but they're mostly grassroots. And I find that the grassroots and the church-led programs give more than the food bank. And the food bank is constantly asking the government for more funding. And I know this is on YouTube and it's going to stay on YouTube. It's not, I'm not negative because of how much they give. They give, right? And you shouldn't be upset with how much you get. It's the fact that it's a government-led program and they could do more. I feel like they could do more if the communities themselves are doing what they do on a grass-fed led movement. The government institution can do more. They can. Whether they're privatized or not, they can do more. And that's just a viewpoint. Oh no, speaking of cake, it's Rachel's birthday tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow to bake a cake. I will. Fire of God. I know this tutorial has been really negative. Anyway, Fire of God offers shoppable food cupboard and Christmas toy for a $30 donation. It is located downtown, and they have a bit walk availability on Wednesday and Sunday. Okay. Christmas. Anyways, a lot of negative. I'm not trying to be negative. There's lots of like really good volunteers that support those programs. And there's a lot of belief and hope that it helps the community, and it does to a certain extent. It's just I feel like they could do more, which is sad. Can Jennifer get to Fire God because she has low income too, right? It would be quite the travel for her. Because it's downtown. So it would be over an hour out of her way. And then she absolutely could. The other question would be mobility issues of getting from the car, you know? But yes, they don't turn away anybody. If you have the $30 donation, they don't turn away. So, and I'll also say, I haven't seen anybody who has asked for a box for free be turned away either. So they have homeless people that come to Fire of God, and they will come and give them a small box. So it is a $30 donation. The $30 allows you to go shop inside of their food cupboard, and you're allotted a certain amount. Hi, Max's Dog Rescue. How are you? Because we don't have anything like Fire of God here. Yeah, no. It's one of those outliers. Even FAMSAC, like, FAMSAC runs on more of the food bank model, but they really care about their community, and they have a shoppable location. I don't go to the shoppable location because I don't have a car. And so FAMSAC is the only food cupboard in our area that actually delivers to me. So I request a volunteer and they deliver to me. That's the best case scenario for me, which is amazing. We have churches that do like FAMSAC, where once a week you get food bank style food, but not Fire of God. So I was curious, yeah. So FAMSAC is one time a month. A lot of the food banks, it's one time of month. And that's something else that's really important, is that you're kind of tracked down. And so you have to be really resourceful with like the timings of how you do something. If you are low income, you would know this, of like, you at the first of the month you go to a food bank, and then middle of the month you go request FAMSAC, and then like a couple of weeks that you go to a church. And so like that's kind of how things go. Fire of God, though, I don't know if it's still the case, but if you live in the downtown core of Ottawa, Fire of God, you used to be able to pay a premium. I think it's $60. I want to say it's $60. And then you were allowed to go like 4 times a month. Like you could pick any time like within that. So instead of being $30 every visit, it was like $60, and you could come Wednesday, Sunday every single week, which is insane. Like that's way too much. So I think they probably have like taken that down, or not so much, but they're an outlier, which is really cool that they support the community, and they don't bar anyone from coming either, which is really good. There was one year, I couldn't get down there, but they had Thanksgiving turkeys one year, and they just pulled them off the truck and started handing them to people. So little things like that. Okay, but just small businesses. We need to get an actual small business on here. So other than Frank is amazing though. I want to put like Ottawa lighting lighting, outdoor lighting crew. So yeah, this one, I want to find one for this because there's a lot of companies that will go out and actually help people. Is it Eastra, permanent outdoor lighting? No. There used to be a crew, and it's probably a landscaping crew. That's why it's getting like so confused. But there used to be a crew that would help people put up their lights. And it's something that nobody really thinks about, but it's so cool for like the older people in Ottawa. I would love that too. But I don't have a house. My point is, you know my point, right? Is that if we have a crew that, you know, somebody can help. Ottawa Outdoor Lighting Crew. No, is it the way that I'm saying it? Outdoor Christmas Lighting Crew. Light installation, Christmas decor, Christmas installation. Let's try that. Christmas lights, home highlight, holiday light installation. That's Ontario though. A lot of landscapers do this kind of thing. Sorry for the sure, it's all good. Okay, so there's this one, getting the best. That looks cool. Okay, so what is the other companies here? Christmas Decor Ottawa. Is this indoor or outdoor? It's not gonna load. None of it's gonna load for me. Everybody gave up on YouTube. Nobody is. We had 6 people in there at one point. But it's like, I don't know what you're looking at. Oh gosh. Okay. We're back to Gorilla. Yes, thank you. There's this one: Christmas decor, residential, commercial, tree decor, gallery, professional, Ottawa, transform. Included in your service Christmas program, you'll never buy decor again. Turnkey. So they do the lights for you, and they have the lights. Okay, so there's that one. This one, Ottawa Professional Christmas Installation. You look like a HVAC company. That's what you look like, is an HVAC company. And it's very basic. So, nope. So we have one of 3 options. Then we've got this one. What's this one? Our services. Column pillars. Do you have examples? Advantage. Okay, but do you have examples? Do you? Gallery. This also doesn't look like Ottawa. This looks like all of Ontario. Very basic. Very basic. Okay, so we have. Did we see a gallery for Christmas decor? They do residential though, because that looks like commercial. Can we see the residentials? That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so do we do Christmas decor or do we do Gorilla Property Services? Because that one is specifically for Ottawa. This one, I think, is more broad. I could be wrong. Christmas decor or Gorilla? Let me just see. Oh, it's 613. Let me know in the chat, guys. Gorilla or Christmas decor? Christmas decor definitely has more money behind them. But that looks gorgeous. The Ottawa Gorilla Company. It looks like they did a good job. Ideal display. I don't know which to choose. I want to say the gorilla one because they look like they need more help. Is that silly to say? I feel like these people would be booked out and the other ones wouldn't. I'm gonna go with the gorilla crew. Okay. Let's see if it gives an actual nice yay. Okay. Cool. Sure. Add a note. So, Christmas light installation. We talked about installation. It's probably wrong. We talked over the years that there should be someone offering these types of services so that older homes can be festive without falling off the ladder. This is also a great gift to perfect for someone not as agile anymore, right? So I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna build sections too, like products, services, and then operational help. Okay, let's go next type of people. This is how my brain works, which is just like, so because we can't use Facebook for local businesses, let's try and find local businesses in this. So google.ca first, and then Ottawa Christmas small business. Let's see. It's not gonna be a good search. It's gonna be like, what? Even this is 613 handmade, but is it public or is it private? Is it a public page, guys? You know? Everybody was kung fu fighting. It's public. Okay, so we have an example that we can go off of. Now I can go through this group and find some cute things like that. Grinch decor, boots or trees. That's actually really cute though. So this is the hard thing, right? What I was talking about before is if you don't have a page, you can clearly DM them, right? But how do I market that? How do I go to, like, I'm not going to share your personal profile, right? So how do I share to my friends that you have a really cool Christmas business? Thank you for the heart, me, Connie. If you don't have a business, right? A business. So that's where I'm at with the whole, like, having a Facebook business page is so important because that's cute. It's cute, but like, what do? You know, like this, is a business page. But that's cute too, though. And even if it's not a business page, it goes to their personal, like, you're connecting to their business and not a personal profile. You know what I mean? So I go here, this is their business page. So I can share this now and be like, the make cute custom. I can even share the post, right? So that's huge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this AJF custom holiday bags. Go like this. Copy the link. And then we can even follow them, give them some attention. How have I been? I have been in a roller coaster blender, Connie. I've been through it all. I want it to stop. It's November, and I'm hoping that November comes to a close really soon. But otherwise, things are okay as of this morning. Yesterday, I was in a meltdown over $750. So that finally resolved at like 11. Yeah, things will start looking up for me eventually. Eventually. We're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like a crazy person right now. Images. This is not it. Well, that's good that I sound or feel like a crazy person. Okay. I mean, sure. Alright, I'm gonna copy this. I'm hoping to get these. This is a contest list, Connie. So if you haven't heard, Connie, there is a small business contest on Benable. So you have until when? Until oh, yeah, it's good that it came in. I'm like, ah. All right, contest. This is not the information, is it? Where is the information? There it is. Contest information. It is until November 29th. So sign up for the contest. Make the small business list that is local to you. Submit it. And they have a special form to submit it. So when you get your email like this. And instead of emailing them, they have a drop form. So save your email. Submit it through the form. The form is like submit your link to that new list. Yeah. But that's what we're working on right now. I'm just trying to find local stuff, and I've been going on like little tangents about low income and little tangents about public information, because social media is public, but if you like run into like a private account, like I can't film a private Facebook page because they're protecting the people's names inside. So, but public forums are all fair game. And I was telling people be careful what they post in public forums. Holiday custom bags. There we go. So I'm just editing the title there so that the SEO catches it. Local vendor, local business that is creating custom holiday bags. This Rudolph is adorable. They also have lots of custom gifts. Right? There we go. I cannot spell Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Why can't you spell that name? See, I'm going a little bit too cuckoo today, and it's okay. It's okay, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, so we are at 6 items. I'm going to keep going on with this theory of thread, but I want to, before we get close to almost leaving, I don't know if we're leaving yet, but we're going to make these sections. So sections, products, holiday products. Let's be crafty with this. Holiday products. Services through this seasonal services. Haha. See, Amber, think seasonal services. Haha. And then Christmas programs. Cool. So each of these sections needs a description. So local vendors and small businesses with holiday products. Why can't I spell businesses? I can't put the ES. Like, what the hell? Seasonal services. Services offered through the holiday season. Just keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Not everything has to be complicated, even for a contest. Christmas programs. These are programs that you can assist or apply to if in need of holiday support. Cool. Now what you do is you just move things around, right? So this is a service, and then these are programs. Now Alicia will be mad at me if I don't put the the Toy Mountain. I am like grr about Toy Mountain because it's only downtown. They need to have better everything. Why is Toy Mountain through a news site like because I'm not including it. I'm like, I need to include it or she'll be mad. Okay. So it's through the Salvation Army. It's like all of these programs are so complicated. Like when I went to do the research, I couldn't find anything through the Boys and Girls Club, which there should be something there. They lean on caring and sharing. Then I looked at United Way. United Way claims to help communities and help support. Nothing there. Then I went and looked through like the Legion. The Legion. You can you can say, hey, we're in need of this. Can you help us out? But there's no official Christmas program. There's snowsuit programs around various different companies, but there's nothing. So Toy Mountain is the biggest one in Ottawa, and you need to prove LICO. I don't know why CTV News is what's propping this up, but Toy Mountain, you have to apply through 211, so that is through the city. Then you have to prove LICO, and then you have to go down for your registered scheduled time and frame. And if you miss that time, even by like 10 minutes, then you don't get anything. So you have to be there on time. You have to prove your LICO. It is downtown. Downtown is a nightmare. I really would like to see this program, especially because it's Salvation Army, be offered at the Salvation Army locations. So we have like Bethany Hope Center. We have these different Salvation Army locations across the city. Why can't they be done at the Salvation Army locations? I don't know. But this is the most widely known Christmas program, which is offered throughout Ontario. I don't know if it's a national program, but this has the, like, even that's the Boys and Girls Club, Salvation Army, the fire department, everything goes through Toy Mountain. The parade is Toy Mountain. So on a regional scale, the Toy Mountain is what is supposed to help people at Christmas time. It makes it really difficult year after year to be a part of it. And it's stressful. It's stressful. I have a lot of negative, I don't know why, I'm not a huge negative person. Toy Mountain is the city program. You have to call 211 to register. When's the deadline for Toy Mountain? That's a good question. I would assume it is until whenever. So this is collection. This is not registration, just to be clear. It doesn't say. It doesn't say when the registration ends. To register, you need to prove LICO on site during your pickup slot. Call early. The phone lines are already 29-minute hold. So that should tell you something right there. It's a 29-minute hold just to get in contact with somebody to register for the Toy Mountain specifically. And that's why I've been really hesitant about it this year. All right, moving on from that. I'm being so negative. We've got to find some positive things before I end. I'm like, positive things. Where could they be? We're back to Facebook. Oh yeah, the Facebook thing. We're moving along. YouTube is still going, but there literally hasn't been any comments on YouTube. And I cannot tell you. Wait. Oh, somebody did say hi. Hi, Mind Erstri Duo. They said hi. Oh, I can't say hi back. I missed out on the YouTube hi. All right. So, out of this business. Go back to the Handmade Ottawa. I really wish Ladies Who Lunch was public. It used to be. But they're a private group now. So I'm going to have to go in afterwards and add a whole bunch of people. There is this. Does this have a company? They have a website. So they make jewelry. Not my cup of tea, not holiday, but let's see what they have. They're a clay jewelry. They're located in Ottawa. I'm looking for seasonal stuff that might be like New Year's even. Pricing isn't crazy. It's a little high end, but it's not crazy. All products. I want to say that there is something here. Anything that's shiny would be considered like New Year's. So back on page 1, they had these. Are they too big? Those are interesting too. Would not buy for myself. But this might be a good outlier for somebody else because there is, that's New Year's Eve, right? Okay. So copy. Gonna go to holiday products. And it should pull it. And it's not gonna pull what I want it to pull, right? There we go. Local jewelry, play jewelry artist. These earrings would be perfect for New Year's, so might be a great gift idea, right? Then go like that. We got bags, socks, earrings. Need Ottawa, like Christmas services. Even snow plowing would be a service, a holiday service, because it's, let's look at that. Ottawa snow plowing residential. A sidewalk clearing. Snow plowing clearing. One. Is there a rating system? Is there like a Google? Oh, this isn't Google, that's why. Let's go to Google because Google has their ratings as well. So, Ottawa residential snow removal. Blue Collar Authority. So what we're looking for is the 5 stars, these. But we're looking for the many reviews. So like the best one here, 881. That's the best one. 881 with a 4.5 star. Anybody else? And it's not to say that the other ones are bad, but it means that these people do a really great job. So, website. "20 years in business. Snow removal. Cool. Snow removal, residential. Let's see what it says. Website has some loading issues. Okay. Cool. So, seasonal services. Residential snow removal. Go like this. A small town girl. And then go like this. Local snow removal. 20 years in business and 800 Google reviews. Check them out if you're considering helping a family member this season with snow removal. Now I'm taking a holiday directive with this list. I don't have to. You could just do, like, it just makes sense to make it holiday for me. That doesn't mean that it has to make sense to somebody else to make it holiday themed. They could literally just find places that make them feel good, right? You could find all of the places that make stuff with you, right? Like you could find local businesses, do art on Saturday. You could find local businesses that offer, things that mean something to you, like getting your dog groomed or your nails done, that call to you, right? I'm doing this holiday themed because I think it fits into like what I'm doing on my Benable at the moment. That's all. That I'm like, hey, we're doing this right now. I don't know what other service we would put in there. Snow removal, lights being put up. There's got to be another service. I just can't think of it right now. Cookies. Oh, those are cute. What is that? Is that a sewn? Oh, it's a PDF pattern though. It does look really cute. Ornaments, 2 more Christmases at the log farm. This is from the log farm? What? No. It's cute. I don't know. Christmas market. We could put that in there for organizations as well, for small businesses, but we're looking for products or services right now. This is really cute. I'm looking for, yeah, but they're looking for it. They're not finding it. What is this? Festive spice simmer cone. That's me. Healing Gardens Wellness. So little gifts. Okay. So we're going to open this one up in a new tab. I swear, I'm going to find somebody that makes something. Fruitcake. Local fruitcake. A lot of Christmas markets coming out. Jewelry. Planted. Coming up quick. Sweet Corner Park. My chat's moving, but I don't understand why. That's really cool. So that's a confusing post. Tasty jams and salsas. So let's pull that up. Why this is confusing is because it's another business sharing another business. So there's 2 businesses here. And I'm like, what? Who's doing what? He told me himself. Sweet baked goods. Okay, but that doesn't help anyone. Trying to find it. Oh, those are personal, but they don't have a listing. That is really cute. So this is really cute. Look at that up there. This is resin. Okay. So we're getting a lot of local businesses here. I still want to look at ladies who lunch though. And I can't do it here. So I'm going to add some of these things after too. Let me see. Anybody good? November. This one. Jewelry. They're ornaments, but they're not like, wow, you know? Trying to figure it out. We got 15 more minutes. And then I gotta go. Because that puts us at like 2 hours. And that's a long time. Candles? Candles. But do you have... Order yours only at the market. Wonderful. Davy Art Studio, but you're not linking the studio. I really thought that I would find like a gingerbread house, you know? People make them all the time. Expensive, but they make them all the time. I will find somebody later. What's another thing? Is it considered a service if somebody bakes for you, or is it considered a product? Is it a restaurant? Because it's not a cafe, but it's a bakery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's also in Richmond, so we can't do that. It needs to be Ottawa. Richmond is not Ottawa. Oh, those are cute. Oh, looking for somebody to make it though. Is this a business? Nope. Wreaths. You have wreaths, but no business. Okay. So I think we're going to start looking into some of these businesses, and then it's a pattern. It's not the thing though, right? That's cute, but I don't know. All right, we got a whole bunch of options here. We're going to start going through options again. So we're trying to get the list to optimize with what we can find that is public information. I'm going to go back into this list in a little bit and go through Ladies Who Lunch and look for local vendors that might be like dessert-wise, things like that. I also have to think about the services side of like, there has to be more services that I can add other than just 2. And I just realized this whole time, could have been a little bit more focused. Sorry guys. So, Healing Gardens Wellness. Let's see what they got. They gotta have a post. Vanilla lotion bar. But they had a Christmas thing, and I see it in the corner there. But what we're looking for is it as a post. It's not going to show me, eh? So let's find view post. All the little tricks and stuff of Facebook. Cool. Oh, but it's gonna bring us back to that, huh? Well, how unfortunate. At least it's a public group. Copy link. It's just unfortunate that it's not on their page. So let me see if there's something hiding on their page. And maybe I can redirect to here. Maybe we redirect to this, the lotion bars, as a gift item. I think that's what we'll do. Lotion bars, because then it goes directly to their business and not to that Facebook page. That's why though. I'm so dumb. Okay, go to their page. Thank you. We want their page. There we go. We solved the problem. All right, then we go back into Benable, and then we feature their business page, which is better than featuring an item in the group, because that gets confusing. When you feature a group, it then, like, when you go to click it, it's not going to always take you to where you wanted it to go. So, random, this is fine. So, this is if I can get up here. I understand it's a gift item, but like, can you show me what it's called? A spice simmer. So this is a spice simmer cone. Supposed to drop this in hot boiling water and fill your house with amazing seasonal scents. This business has a few skincare items too. And then we go to the next one. I still don't know what to do about the services. We need another service in there. I need a service in there that makes sense. Food delivery? Food delivery makes sense. Like, there's a delivery service for people. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Christmas fair, craft fair, kitchen restocking this weekend, jams and salsas. Jennifer would like that. She likes salsa. Okay. So this one. Jams and salsas. Sampler gift set. Pull that up. Will it pull the video up or nothing? Let's see. Oh, it did. It did. Good. Okay. Jams and salsa. Sampler. Cannot spell apparently. Sampler set makes a great Christmas gift for someone you love. Okay, here's that. So we're at 11 items. I'm really worried about this services thing. So we're going to get a service in there. And I also want to find gingerbread. And I might be able to find it in Google. So gingerbread and then home delivery service. So Ottawa gingerbread homemade kits. Let's see. Molly cake, Reddit, gingerbread house kit. Have you tried? Da, 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 da. Small business. Pre-built gingerbread cold. That's not. I know the Strawberry Blend Bakery is in Ottawa. Again, it's a bakery. So what I'm looking for is like a small business that might be doing it. You know, that's a good point. Ottawa gingerbread house making event, because I can put it in the Lions family house. Build your own gingerbread house. Dreamer want, that's not what it is. Wooden gingerbread house. There's a City of Ottawa event, but this one is already sold out. I'm trying to think. Is Manordale private? I don't even know. Manordale gingerbread house making. So it's not gonna give it to me, is it? I don't agree with this at all, by the way. The city is running an event which is outrageous to me. Totally outrageous. But we're gonna find it. Manordale Community Center. Public. It's public, right? It's a public group. Come on, be public. It's a public group. That's good. Okay. What I'm looking for is there is an event at Manordale that's being put on by the city. So it's being put on by the we have all these wonderful free events in our local area. But when it comes to the city doing things, what is that? Oh, it's a Christmas bazaar. The city to come in and rent the spaces that they're supposed to rent, which is fine, but then they charge an arm and a leg. So here it is. So somebody who is low income like me could never do this, so because this is ridiculous. My phone is, sorry guys, is at 1%. So I am gonna say ciao to you guys. I hope that this was a good video, and bye-bye YouTube.